got T.Y. on offense. It really depends, I think, on their confidence in Marlon Mack. Because if they are fully confident with his abilities, then I think they should go after a defensive player, the top defensive free agent. But if they're not, then they should go after Le'Veon Bell because he has already expressed interest in playing with Andrew Luck, said it would be, a dream to play with Luck. And he's obviously super prolific, is immediate game-changing athlete, especially there where they've already got the line. They've already got at least one really good receiver. Le'Veon can run, he can receive, he'll open up their playbook. So it really hinges on their confidence in Marlon Mack.
Can they get both?
Well, I mean, they could. Could potentially. Yeah. For me, it would be defense. If I'm the Colts, I'm throwing a ton of money at DeMarcus Lawrence. Mm-hmm. As much as I want the Cowboys to keep him, and I think the Cowboys should do everything in their power to keep him, if I'm the Colts, I'm going to be like, all right, whatever they're offering you, I'll double it. I mean obviously don't do that because it's going to be a lot of money. But you know what I mean. Make him the classic, make him an offer he can't refuse.
That could be pretty much, that could almost be an unstoppable running game. You have both of them in the backfield.
I mean, you might, if you want to get Antonio Brown, you probably have to trade Marlon Mack.
No.
So.
It'd be something though.
Well, hey, maybe they could trade Mack and some other small piece or pick, and then get Antonio, and then sign Le'Veon Bell and be the Steelers of the North.
That's what they'd want to do, I'm sure. But did you say the Steelers of the North?
Yeah.
Steelers are in the North.
Yeah, but Indianapolis is more north than Pittsburgh.
Then why is Indianapolis playing the AFC South?
I think we had this discussion once on this show.
Oh,
divisions don't make sense.
Touche. Yeah, why aren't the Steelers in the Jets division right? Why do you have the Dolphins in the AFC East? I mean, I understand East Coast, but regionally,
yeah, it doesn't make any sort of sense.
I mean, at least in years prior, if you had the Steelers in that division, you won't be seeing the Pats win the division every year. That's for sure. It's just it's who knows.
And why were the Phoenix Cardinals in the NFC East?
Yeah, at one time when it was before they had the Texans added, back when it was 30-31, and you had the Central, East, and West.
Well, back then, yeah.
The Seahawks were in the AFC.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, that's what I was just going to say.
Yes. And I think they were in with Oakland and all them. The Broncos, Chargers. And you had the Cardinals in with the Giants, Cowboys, and the
Redskins and Eagles, yeah.
Yeah.
So geography does not make any sense
in
terms of sports.
Not at all.
But, I mean, who am I to say San Diego doesn't belong in the Big East?
Just don't. That's the thing. I don't think I'll ever get that. I'll never be saying LA Chargers. It's always going to be San Diego to me.
For real. I've just stopped saying the city. They're just the Chargers.
Yeah, I mean, if you have an old jersey, it's still, at least it doesn't say like San Diego on it. So
yeah. But anyways, so we all said something different. You said Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
You said Le'Veon Bell. I said DeMarcus Lawrence. So interesting to see how we all think we can solve their problems with a different piece. I like that.
Yeah. How's it going to break? We'll have to wait and see.
Mm-hmm.
How much you want to bet like none of it comes true?
They're going to end up signing like Frank Gore back.
Yeah.
That's gonna be their big move.
But
they bring back Frank Gore, and he runs for 2,800 yards.
Honestly, that's the thing. They were saying he was probably gonna be like the last of the what's the club? How many yards in the NFL? All-time rushers.
Oh, I don't.
30,000 something. It's
yeah,
gotta be more than that, right?
No,
Have to look it up.
Because let's say you play 15 years in the NFL. If you average 2,000 yards a season,
Yeah.
that's 30,000. So you're looking at like 20-something.
I gotta look at that. I saw it the other day. I'm thinking, but that's just it. Granted, he's an older running back. He out of anybody I've seen, he can at least take it 25 yards up the gut and get you something when you need it in the flex.
Frank Gore?
Yeah.
See, there are players that I think people are going to forget in the history of the NFL that should not be forgotten. For example, Frank Gore. I think people like us remember Frank Gore. But you know how, like, we never really watched, like, Eric Dickerson or Gale Sayers or any of them, but we talk about them?
Yeah.
Frank Gore is not going to be that.
No, unfortunately.
Maurice Jones-Drew is not going to be that. Steven Jackson. Steven Jackson is not going to be that. But our Sean Alexander is not going to be that. But in the days of us growing up, those are four of the most important running backs. Sean Alexander,
Yep.
Maurice Jones-Drew, Steven Jackson, and Frank Gore. Right?
15,000-yard rusher is what I was looking for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you name from when we were growing up? And I know Emmitt Smith played until like 2002, but
I was going to say Emmitt.
Are there running backs other than those four that are really noteworthy?
Barry Sanders.
Barry Sanders quit in the 90s.
Walter Payton.
He was before.
70, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, the only other ones that I can think of are Tiki Barber.
Yeah, I got this up here now.
Clinton Portis.
Pro Football Reference can help us out here a little
LT.
bit.
Oh, look, you're right. LaDainian Thompson, Curtis Martin.
You said Jerome Bettis.
Oh, Jerome Bettis. Yeah.
Let's see what else we got. Yeah, he said LT.
Yep.
Curtis Martin.
Yeah.
I almost want to say...
Remember in school how you could tell who the real Jets fans were? Because they were wearing the Curtis Martin or the Wing for Bet jerseys?
Yeah.
Yep.
Jim, let's see. No, that was older. Jim Brown was back.
Oh, Jim Brown was way back.
You almost want to say Terrell Davis, but I mean, he was pretty much only made famous by
the Super Bowl win.
The Elway Super Bowls.
Yeah. I mean...
Marshall Faulk, do you say him?
No, I forgot about Marshall Faulk.
Edgerrin James.
Edgerrin James was very underrated.
Yep.
Do you know who else was underrated? Dominic Rhodes.
Mm-hmm.
He was...
Even, so much I'd say Thurman Thomas. They just recently retired his number after all these years.
Oh, interesting.
I'm pretty sure the only one before that was, for Buffalo, this speaking, is Jim Kelly. Those are the only two players I'm pretty sure that were retired.
Adrian Peterson.
He didn't play for Buffalo.
Well, no, I'm not talking about for Buffalo. I'm talking about players that we grew up with.
We're talking about I was talking about our Team Hall of Fame that we try to make important.
Oh, Team Hall. Oh, man.
Something that lifts our spirits when we look at the Super Bowl trophy case.
Your Uncle Don.
Yeah, Don Beebe. That's cool. Who also played for the Packers for a little bit.
He did. Uncle Don. Dan Beebe's uncle is Don Beebe. That's not factual, but...
I was almost waiting to see if you took that bait. I was like, really?
That's not factual,
it's
but...
not true, but we like to believe.
Just like I'm related to the owner of the Redskins.
Yeah. If only put an I in his last name, then yeah. But...
Yeah. But anyways...
Corey Dillon.
Corey Dillon. Okay. Fun little story about Corey Dillon. Christine and I... Obviously, married couple.
On ESPN 2K4, he kicked ass. Back to your story.
Christine and I, obviously a married couple. We want to have kids. And if we have a girl, her name is going to be Corey.
Mm-hmm.
I tried so hard to convince her that Dylan would be a great middle name, but she said no.
Dylan can
My daughter will not be named Corey Dillon Snyder, and that bothers me.
Dylan can also be a girl's name.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You couldn't lose that.
Corey Dillon?
Dylan Corey.
Yeah, well, it'd be Corey Dillon.
Yeah.
But, nope.
Snyder.
It's not going to happen.
No dice.
No dice. But anyways, yeah, so Colts, promising future. Let's move on. Yep. Second headline, no D in Big D.
Oh, a frustrating game.
It was.
I'm like, can we shake this playoff picture up a little bit, please? And it's like, literally, no.
For real. Christine just messaged me because she's wonderful and listens. She's our sound check guy. She said, I heard that Corey Dillon is still a no.
I gotta wonder if any consider like a Samantha Darnold as a middle name, but I don't think she will.
I'm guessing not.
I'll just say it's an old family name.
It's an old family name. Oh, is that why it's on the back of your jersey? Yes, it's custom. Anyways, Cowboys went into their game against the Rams as heavy underdogs, despite winning 8 of their last 10 games. Well, actually, at that point, it was 8 of their last 9. They had issues just all game stopping the run, and it started early, and it was a trend that continued, like I said, for the rest of the game. How did the Cowboys lose to fat CJ Anderson? How? Like, he looks like he had to stop between every play to eat at a buffet.
As I've said, girth is a strength.
Seriously. Like, this guy who just last year was, like, super fit. Mm-hmm. It looked like he gained, like, 40 pounds. And he comes in and carves the Cowboys like a Thanksgiving turkey that he inevitably ate.
He was hungry, man. That's what happened. They starved him that morning, and they were like, you want to eat? You got to eat some touchdowns first.
Eat that clock. That's what you're eating. That's your dinner. Have some clock.
23 carries, 123 yards, 2 touchdowns. Yep.
For fat C.J. Anderson. It's okay. I can call him fat because I'm fat. Right? Is that how it works?
Compared to Gurley's 16 carries, 115 yards, 1 touchdown.
115 on 16 carries.
So we got fat C.J. Anderson and Todd Gurley.
Long of 35 yards.
Oh, man. That was his touchdown run, right?
Pretty sure.
35-yard touchdown?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was just eating chunks.
He was. Oh, man. Surprisingly.
It was a good game, though. It was a really tight game. I was watching it. I decided to check out this new place by our apartment, and there were a bunch of Rams fans and a bunch of Cowboys fans. And, man, it was just going back and forth because, the score was so close for so much of the game. Fun to watch. Tough loss, I'm sure, for you, Dan, but I feel like you've got to be pretty happy that they performed that well against, a Super Bowl favorite. And, it looks like the future is still pretty bright.
I don't know. It's going to be tough because you have you don't have a lot of cap space, but you have a ton of decisions that you have to make. DeMarcus Lawrence needs to get paid this year. Jalen Smith, Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott all need to be paid next year. Amari Cooper needs to get paid at some point. Mm-hmm. So someone's leaving.
Yeah, but your team's obviously doing a pretty decent job at cultivating talent, especially on the defensive side of the ball.
Which I just want to point out. I have said that I want all 3 of the main coaches fired. And a lot of people are saying that I'm an idiot. Why do I want to have Marinelli fired when the Cowboys' defense was so good this year? 1 good year does not erase 8 years of absolute shit.
It's true.
All right. The Cowboys' defense sucked for many years under Rod Marinelli. All of a sudden, they draft a couple of guys, which that's Stephen Jones doing.
Right. Yeah, your personnel guys, I don't think you want fired, but the coaching staff, I completely understand.
And Chris Richard comes into the scene, and the Cowboys' defense is incredible. Okay? So don't feed me this bullshit of Marinelli's doing such a great job. I see what's going